have my car to go to work. Got any papers?
Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good stuff, Deborah.
I felt good about yesterday.
You're doing the work. You're doing the work.
I'm trying.
And you know what? I see it in your countenance.
Yeah.
Yeah. You even look
I
happier.
can't believe
You look
it.
brighter.
10 days.
That's awesome.
That's
That's good, Deborah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You are
doing your
different
thing.
within what I say the
10
first.
days.
Yeah, you changed.
Yeah, I was determined when I came here. This was my last chance.
My name is Jacqueline Chisholm, and I'm the founder and executive director of When You Can't Cope, There's Hope Transitional House. This house represents redemption to me. It represents second chances, and it represents what happens when you refuse to let your past define your future.
I just align differently with my recovery.
I can relate.
Today, I stand in a place that once held some of my lowest moments. Fairfield Arms, Willow Run, Hillendales. These are the places where addiction began for me. My first drug, my first escape, my first attempt to numb the trauma I did not yet understand. All I see in my mind is apartments. That's all I see. I thank God for what He allowed me to do to help other women better their lives.
She wouldn't take nothing from me. So that's somebody that cares. So in other words, wait till you get something, then you give me something. Think about that.
Community support matters for this mission because no woman heals alone. When You Can't Cope, There's Hope was not built by one person. It was built through partnerships, volunteers, donors, churches, businesses, and people who decided that these women are worth investing in. Community support means food in the refrigerator. It means transportation to appointments. It is recovery. It is not just a personal journey, it is a community responsibility. When the community shows up, it tells our residents that they are not alone and they are not forgotten. It tells them that this story does not end here. It tells them that they matter. This mission continues because people chose to stand with us. And when a community stands behind women building their lives, real transformation happens.
My name is Deborah, and I came to When You Can't Cope, There's Hope on February 2nd, 2026. This is a place where there's enough structure and enough freedom to be able to work on your own issues, because the only person that can fix you is you. And we have meetings in the morning that we go over our mood, our affirmations, our goals, and what we accomplished the day before. That's been very helpful for me. I really get into that. And then I spend my other time when we're not, doing chores, when we're not, going to appointments, whatever, I spend that time earnestly working on my own plan.
So it's all about how, so you see like all the cracks going from all the different splatters. So like the color scheme in the background is how like we all move in our own bodies and our own colors and our own identities and move through space and energy like of life.
My name is Tanisha Martin, and I have been at If You Cannot Cope, There's Hope since November of last year. And I've learned that basically hope is like saying a silent prayer and stepping out on faith. And that there's a lot that you can learn from different people in different aspects of their lives, and that they also help me with voc rehab and different stuff that will help me find a job and make me an independent person in the long run.
Hi, patients. This is Nicole. I'm calling from the You Can't Cope There's Hope Transitional Home. So my role here is the director. I also do intake as well. So oftentimes throughout the day, I'm flowing between both of those roles. With an intake, basically you are like interviewing new potential residents to see if they would be a good fit for the program. I'm also, again, like I said, with the director role, I'm, hands-on with the residents, the interns or other employees, making sure that we're all complying to the rules and the regulations of the program. So I pretty much kind of fluctuate between both throughout the day.
I think I'm not powerless, and God's not going to do for you what you can't do for yourself. You got to do it. That's the faith without works. I've been brought up religious, and I just don't subscribe to those things. So I'm not forced to go here, but I'm certainly working a program about my sobriety. But my mental illness, mental health problems come first, because nobody has an addiction without a mental health problem. And this gives us a safe environment with enough structure that we can look at that and have the staff to give us feedback on where we're at, whether it's a good day or a bad day. If we're having a good day, there's a lot of encouragement to continue in that. If we're having a bad day, we talk to it in a way that is supportive and helpful. And that's the best part of this program for me. So I'm really enjoying my time here, looking forward to the next 11 plus months.
When you can't cope, there's hope is more than just a house to me. It is proof that broken beginnings do not determine final outcomes. It is proof that addiction does not get the last chapter. It is proof that restoration is possible. This house represents faith in action. It represents struggle, dignity, and second chances. It represents every woman that walks through these doors believing that she can rise again. As the sun sets on this day, I am reminded that nothing that I went through was wasted. Everything built this, and when one woman rises, a community rises with her.